Sit down, gamers, because today we're going to be ranking the best gaming chairs ever and finding out what really does make a good gaming chair. Let's find out. So here we have our tier list full of several different chairs, almost 50 to be exact. The only thing you can really start with is the basic plastic lawn chair. It's lightweight, it's movable, but is it good for gaming? Debatable. Right now, at least high tier. Like, it's a solid chair. You can't go wrong with it. It's not terrible. It's not god tier, but it's pretty good. Obviously, this is a chair I think every individual has had in their house at some point in their life. The wooden dining room table chair. Not comfortable, heavier than the plastic chair, but damn, it's sturdy and it works. I think it's a good chair. It's decent. I'd have to throw the dining room table chair. Let's go throw it just below the plastic chair for now. I think it's not too bad. Let's talk about one of my personal favorites, the convention chair. If you've been to PAX West or any gaming tournament or convention, you've sat in one of these. They work. They give you the room. They give you, like, you can lean into it. You can really get, like, these are good. These are solid. These are fantastic for gaming. Period, end of story. I'm throwing this in top tier. Let's talk about the bar stool. If you sit in one of these, you're a psychopath. This is terrible for gaming. Uncomfortable, unsturdy. You'll probably fall off and die. You're just asking for a bad time in one of these, and they're not good. They're really, really bad. This is trash. I would never sit in one of these. On the topic of stools, we also have the regular footstool. I would only use this personally if I'm, like, getting up close to the TV, like, in my face. I don't think it's a good normal chair, but it's definitely better than the bar stool because you can at least have your feet on the ground and not die when you tip backwards. I would actually put this in my personal created tier just for the stool, the secondary chair. Maybe use it as a footrest. Let's talk about the rocker chair. Boys, if you didn't have a rocker chair as a kid, I'm sorry, you were not cool. I had one of these. These were dope. You could plug in your iPod to this thing and it would blast music. You could, like, plug in, I remember plugging my GameCube aux cord into this thing and playing it out of the chair. It was amazing. 100% have to put this in top tier. Up next, let's go with something kind of basic, the bed. But gaming in bed, if you got a Nintendo Switch, great. If you got a TV in your room, even better. Not bad at all, to be honest. I would have to give the bed, ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say high tier. I think it's better than the plastic chair, but I don't think it's better than the convention chair. So a more unconventional chair up next, the 5-gallon bucket. I've sat on one of these before. In a small gaming tournament in my friend's house we had once. They had no extra chairs and it was a shit show. So I just sat on a 5-gallon bucket I found. It's very good for when you're playing Mario Kart, you can kind of get those turns in a little bit better with your body and you feel like you're actually gaming. On a comfortability scale, it's terrible. It's not good. It's not great. We'll put it at the top of low tier. The beanbag. If you sat in a beanbag before, they're okay. They're comfortable, but the only problem with them is they eventually get to the point where, like, the beads inside of it, like they part like Moses parted the sea, and eventually your ass is just on the ground, which is not great. It's kind of sucks. But it's pretty good for gaming because you can lay on it, you can sit in it, you can do whatever you want. I would go ahead and put this at, like, mid tier, maybe top of low tier. I don't like regular beanbags. However, the big bean bag, the love sacks. Now this is where you get it good. I have a love sack. It is massive. It is amazing. Like, this thing's the size of a bed. This thing is fantastic for gaming. Inherently better than most chairs, and it doubles as a bed. I would put it above the rocker. That's top tier. It's terrific. Amazing. Up next, let's talk about something a little more convenient that I think everybody sat in before. The metal folding chair. Nobody likes sitting in a metal folding chair, but they're very convenient, which is quite nice. Fantastic if you're having friends over. It's got to be below the plastic chair and the wooden kitchen chair. It's not good. But on the other end of the spectrum, we have the plastic folding chair. It's great. It's fantastic. Honestly, yeah, super throwable. It also can come in, like, 7 different colors or something. So I would put this bad boy above the wooden chair. Not above the regular plastic chair because this one's more throwable, but pretty good. The fancy old Herman Miller and Logitech gaming chair. Now, this thing is like the pinnacle of gaming chairs. It's ergonomic. It looks cool. I think it has like cooled seats or some shit. The main problem with this chair is it's $1,500. So, Logitech, if you want to send me one out, I'll put it in God tier. But for now, I'm going to have to throw this boy in like below the bed and above the plastic chair. Carpet. Now, this one's very circumstantial. Some carpets are absolute dog shit. Some carpets feel like you're laying on a cloud. But nothing beats just laying down on the floor with carpet sometimes. It's hard to place this one because carpet can be so good. This above the Herman Miller. But on the other end of the spectrum, of course, we have bare floor. If you don't have carpets, you probably have wood floors or tile floors. Honestly, let's be real here. Nobody wants to sit on that. Trash. Garbage. Disgusting. Chai, how dare you say that carpet sucks? Excuse me? Excuse me? Sitting on carpet is amazing, okay? You're insane, Chai. You're insane. Absolute delinquent. Talking about chairs that have everybody's probably used at some point, the couch. I think everybody's gamed on a couch before. Great for gaming with friends, but again, circumstantial depending on the couch. I would rather sit in a plastic chair than a couch, which sounds bizarre, but just being able to move closer to the TV, I gotta put it like above the wooden chair, somewhere right there. Similarly though, we also have the accent chair, you know, the one that like your mom has in the corner of the room. These are like, they're definitely not as good as couches because they're small and you can't like lay out on them or anything. I find no purpose in these. I think they're kind of ass. I would still sit in a kitchen chair over this thing, so I'll put it at like top of mid tier to be honest. We have the hammock. If you haven't gamed with a Nintendo Switch in a hammock, you're missing out on life. So this really only applies to people who go outside or live the van life, which is usually not gamers, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to probably throw this one in mid tier as well, sadly. Moving on, let's talk about something similar to the couch, actually, the futon, which inherently it's worse than a couch at being a couch, and it's worse than a bed at being a bed. They like force you to lean back. They're not comfortable. Your ass hurts sitting on them. I hate futons. I think they're garbage. Honestly, it's gotta go. I would put it below the bucket. Like, they're just not good. How did I just full screen this? Wait, what did I do? Oh. Did I just close it? Let's see, where was I? It's garbage. It's not good. I'm gonna put it in like the bottom of low tier. Let's talk about the beach chair. I have not gamed in a beach chair before, but they do be looking kind of comfy. I don't think anybody has a beach chair just sitting around their house, so unfortunately this is gonna have to go like low tier below the bucket. A personal favorite that I added to this list, the hand chair. If you haven't seen one of these, I don't know what you're doing with your life or you're way too young. These things they just hold your ass. Would it make a good gaming chair though? I mean, to feel embraced by a hand while you're gaming, not bad, not too shabby. Top of mid tier. Talking about more unconventional in some format though, let's talk about a personal favorite added to this list, the wheelchair. God tier. Making a mobile gaming setup, God tier. Easy. Simple. Going back to other chairs that actually roll around, let's talk about the shitty office chairs. Are they comfortable? No. Are they good? No. Are they nostalgic? I guess. I would have to put it like above the hammock. I think they're okay. They're definitely not good. Talking about more rolling chairs, the rolling school chair. It's very similar, right? These are the kind of chairs that you would get to sit in on your birthday in elementary school. I don't know if anybody's elementary schools did that. I know mine did. The only problem was my birthday was over spring break, so I never got to sit in the cool rolly chair. This one makes me salty and makes me reminiscent of times I wish to forget. And these are also always somehow broken. I don't know how they were broken, but they still worked. I don't get it. I would have to put this one though below the hammock still. I think the other one's better. Let's go ahead and talk about another interesting favorite of mine, the camping chair. They're pretty damn comfortable. You can lounge in them pretty good. They got a cup holder. I mean, that's kind of dope. You can put your controller in there too. I'd put it above carpet. I think camping chairs are dope. Let's talk about this one. Now, you might be wondering, Twecker, that's a desk. That's not a chair. It's not a chair if you don't need a chair. See ya, gamers. A standing desk. Who needs a chair when you can just inherently stand? It makes sure you're not sitting on your ass all day, and not too bad. So it's kind of one of, again, what I would like to call the secondary category. Honestly, top tier secondary category. Oh, this is one of my favorites, the toilet. If you haven't gamed on the porcelain throne, are you really a gamer? High tier. Top of high tier. The toilet is just good. Up next though, let's talk about the rocking chair. I don't know why rocking chairs exist. I don't know why you'd want to rock in a chair unless you're like reading a book. But who reads books? I would put it above the futon still, but the beach chair would still be better. The school chair. These have to be nearly one of the most uncomfortable seats in existence. I don't know how they made students sit through like 8 hours of classes in these things. Honestly, I don't know why you'd have one. I guess it's like a secondary chair if you have one. I don't know why you would. Here's an interesting one that might not be considered a chair, but the good old side table. They're not comfortable. They're sturdy, I guess. But you also might not be able to move, like you don't want to move them. So they're not good. They really suck. High trash tier. It's not good. It's better than a stool though, because you won't die on it, I guess. Similar to the side table, the coffee table. Inherently better than the side table because A, it's closer to the TV, and I'm pretty sure everybody here has sat on their coffee table before. Coffee tables make great chairs, especially when you're gaming at home. I remember sitting on my parents' coffee table all the time. You can also, sometimes they have drawers, you can put snacks in them, or your Wii remotes or something. But also, if you have a coffee table, you probably have a couch, which in that case, you'd probably just use the couch. So this kind of goes towards that secondary, like top secondary category, where again, why would you use it if you have a couch? Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. The padded metal folding chair. They're honestly quite comfortable. I've sat in them at like conventions or stuff like that. They're good. They're portable. They're great. You can move them up close to the TV and that jazz. I would say it's better than the convention center chair because you get them at conventions as well. They're great for tournaments and stuff like that. All right, so up next, let's go over the lawn chair. These are not comfortable. I've sat in these. They kind of suck. They're just hard. I don't know how, but it's not good. They're decent. Oh, that's a tough one. I would probably put it next to the bucket. Ooh, this is a fantastic one. If you never owned an ottoman as a kid, these are great. You can lay on them a little bit. You can, sit whichever way. You can also sit on the floor and lean up against the ottoman. They're very versatile. Some of them even have storage to put, again, your gaming stuff in, which is fantastic. Probably between the two plastic chairs. Another a bit unconventional chair is the banjo chair. It's like these. If you've never sat in one of these, they're interesting. It's like a net that you like sink down into. They look interesting, but you can't lean forward in them. You're like, you sink to the ground. If you're too fat, you like your ass is just sitting on the ground. It's like the small beanbag chair, but worse. I would definitely put this probably below the futon even. This is an interesting one. Up next, this one when I was looking for these chairs on Google, I kept getting recommended this chair. And I'm like, I guess I'll just include it. I even saw it on my Facebook like a week ago. I want you to comment below what you think the price of this chair is. Because this chair is somehow $2,000. It's like if you're a mafia boss chair. I'm not gonna buy one, but it looks kind of damn cool. I think due to the price factor though, for gamers, because we're all poor, I gotta give it a low tier. Probably, it's definitely above the futon though. But in similar fashion, a little more, price friendly, just like your regular office chair, matte black, all that jazz. I think my mom has one. I would have to give the good old office chair maybe a low mid tier. In another similar fashion, the ergonomic chairs. These are way better. These are hands down. They're just better. I've had one of these before. They're comfortable. They also are very breathable. I'd put this above the camping chair. They're pretty good. As seen by my own personal gaming chair, I do own one, but I will be 100% honest with you guys. These things are not good. Okay, they're expensive. They make your ass sweat like crazy, and they're just bucket seats. However, I will say, because the one on screen is a TechniSport chair, you can use code TWECKER for 10% off. So, I mean, that's kind of pog champs. High mid-tier, I guess. They're not fantastic. However, going down that category of things, they also have a kawaii gaming chair. Very kawaii desu, one might say. I gotta put that kind of up there with the Herman Miller, to be honest. It's got that swag. Let's go over to one thing that I've never personally touched, but the yoga ball. Only like middle-aged white women use these for office chairs or gaming in general. They deflate and they force you to like get up and move around. They're not good. I guess it's better than a bucket. No, I'd still take a bucket. It's better than the rocking chair. I'll put it right about there. Going back to kind of the living room side of things, let's talk about the good old recliner. They're kind of nice, but honestly, I still think like a couch is better than a recliner in most scenarios. Just below gaming chairs. Oh, I almost forgot. Of course, gaming chairs with RGB. RGB inherently makes gaming better. So unfortunately, I have to put this in God tier because RGB just makes everything superb. We got a lot of our top tier items here. The gaming throne, if you've seen these before, you know what it is. It's a gaming setup integrated into a chair, which is inherently just badass, but dummy expensive. I would have to give one of these things that like top tier, definite top tier. We also got the SpongeBob chair, of course, an absolute classic. Also looking very fleek. Definite God tier. The gaming bed. This is made in Japan. Thank you, Japan, for your wonderful inventions. This is everything you need. It's a gaming bed. It's a gaming chair. It's got the desk there. Like, you can't get any closer than you can for this setup. Like, it's just good. I gotta give this one, I guess, top of high tier. And then, of course, last but not least, the PewDiePie chair, of course. Like, this is dummy good. Better than RGB, just for the pattern alone. But there you have it. We got one good old gaming chair tier list. Oh, Chaz just reminded me of the most god tier chair in existence. Oh, of course. Oh, how could I forget? The Lovesack. The one true king of all chairs. The Froggy chair. This is the pinnacle of chairs. The SSS plus god tier chair. So of course we must take our Froggy chair. He is no. I need more. Oh, how do I? Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, we'll just throw it in the regular thing. But that looks about right. If you do have your own opinions on the tier list, there will be a link to the tier list down below in the description. But honestly, I think this is pretty solid. Anything can really honestly be a gaming chair if you want it to be. And that's not too bad. I like that. I like that a lot. That'll do it for our gaming chair tier list video. If you think I missed any chairs, make sure to comment below what I missed. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. And if you hate my tier list, well, you should be following my Twitch channel because we did this live over on Twitch. So you could have influenced my chair making decisions. But that about do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.